Hello, Steve White, Trek Boy 89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, I just did a video about Exo-6 releasing a General Chang figure, and now they're doing a Picard. Now, they have already done a Picard. They did a Picard a few years ago, although apparently they've got a 5-year plan and they've already been through 3 years of figures. So that was interesting. But I was reading an article on Trek Movie, which was a bit confusing. They did a Picard from First Contact years ago, and I don't know if they've changed the head sculpt or if they're just repackaging him with different clothes and accessories and different uniform. But I'm confused about how many versions there are. This article says that one, the Essential, is already sold out, but there are still 2 available, the Standard one and the Darmok one. But the Essential one has the Darmok uniform. I'm confused. I looked through the article twice and it doesn't make any sense. So, but there are different versions. You get him in the Darmok uniform, which is the grey uniform underneath with the jacket, with the red jacket with the leather shoulder section on top. And then you have like the standard uniform version. And apparently the Essential one, you have a lot of accessories. You have the, is it the Horga or whatever? I can't remember what it's called from Riser. And apparently you get the Captain Picard Day sign to put behind him. And you get between 4 and 6 hands, depending on which edition you get, which can hold the tricorder and phaser, both of which have their little holders that go on the uniform. Oh, you get the Raskican flute? I can't remember the name of the flute either. And of course a glass of, Earl Grey hot, a pad, and I think you get 8 hands. But that's the standard version. I thought they said that was the Essential version. I can't keep track of this. They've got 2 illustrations. Essential version, which has the Darmok uniform and just the basic accessories, and then you have the standard version, which appears to have both. So I'm guessing they sold the uniform, the two versions with the 2 different uniforms, and they sold one with both together. So that's like everything, and the other 2 have different. I think that's what they did. So I can't work it out from this article. So sorry, I assume this article made sense when I started doing this video, because I had a quick look through it. But yeah, I may regret this, but I didn't start this collection. Once upon a time I bought the Uhura Playmates 12-inch figure, and I thought I'm making an exception for Uhura because she's like a Barbie doll, so it's like a doll, so I got that. Then I saw the the Data and Worf from Insurrection. I thought they looked amazing. The plastic, the vinyl plastic and the sculpting and the colour and everything, I thought they looked amazing. They looked like they're alive. They look real, so I bought them. The humans didn't look so good, but the aliens and androids look pretty good, so I bought those. And then I'm like, oh, I kind of want a Spock. And then I just end up buying the whole original crew, Pike and Spock from Star Trek 2. I didn't get Kirk and Spock because I hate William Shatner. But I got the Spock. I might still get the Shatner. But I just sort of did them, and I sort of was like, that's enough. I've got the main crew. I can have some 12-inch, away missions, with the original crew, and I've got a Spock and the original uniform to go with the Prime Universe Spock, which is the J.J. Abrams Universe Spock, not the original canon Universe Spock. So either way, his costume was amazing, and Leonard Nimoy still portrayed that character, even though it's not the same Spock. He thought it was. Unfortunately, they tricked him, or maybe they didn't even know what they were doing at the time. It was a mess with the IP stuff. But I didn't want to do the Exo-6 stuff because I think they start off $190 US, which Australian's about like $300. And they're just going to go for like $500 on the or something like that on the secondary market. So if you don't rush and get the initial releases direct from the website, which is the only way to save money, they're going to cost you a fortune. But I wasn't prepared. They'd already been going for a while. I didn't even realize, and I was already behind. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. I can't. So I just didn't start. And it's like, I may regret this later when I have to go chase them down later and pay a lot more. But I'll have more time and money to do that later anyway. Because right now, I sort of put my Star Trek collecting aside once, Paramount slapped me in the face and said, we don't want you anymore. We're just making, Star Trek for generic science fiction fans and new Star Trek new fans who don't actually even know what Star Trek is. So I spent my money on finishing off my other collections that I sort of had started off, or had vintage stuff for, like Transformers, Master Universe, Thundercats, Ghostbusters, Smurfs, Terrorhawks, superheroes, superpowers, stuff like that. I've just been spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on that stuff. And now I'm getting near the end of having all of those. I'm starting looking around going, yeah, I didn't really finish my Star Trek stuff. There's a few things I didn't get. There's a few Art Asylum figures. There's a few more of those 12-inch figures that they made. There's a Picard and a Janeway and a Cisco and a McGorn, and there's a few of those I don't have. They didn't do a whole collection. They just did a few. They did a whole original series, original characters collection, but the other ones are just sort of random. But I don't mind having like a sort of random collection of random characters. Yeah, so I'm tempted to buy some of these, but I don't want to start down that rabbit hole. But I know if I do go down later, it's going to cost me more than if I go down now. But I'm going to finish off my other collections, and then I'll do a reassessment. And just at the end of the day, I'm not going to care how much money I've spent when I have the stuff. But if I look back and see how much I could have saved, it will hurt. But I'm going to go either way. The Picard looks good. If you get one, let me know what you think of it. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Exo-6 and their range.